afternoon, everybody. I just got off from my second job and I am absolutely exhausted. So ready to be done. The owners come in Friday sometime, so I've been just double checking everything and mopping floors and checking for flies because it's a log house and they like flies. So yeah, just making sure everything's good before they come in. What a beautiful day out here. Like a lot of people golfing and stuff today. Huey Lewis was here today golfing with some of his buddies. So that was cool. I was actually going to ask to get a picture with him, but I didn't look very good today, so I'll wait till a day I look a little better. I just put my hair up about 10 minutes ago. It was, I had it down and stuff, but I don't know. I'm not really convinced I look good in my glasses yet, so I didn't want to get a picture today. Maybe tomorrow or whenever he comes back. I used to talk to him a lot when he went through my line at Super One, the grocery store here in town. I haven't talked to him in a while. You probably don't remember who I am, but yeah, it was cool. Gosh, you guys, I'm getting some serious sharp pains in my toes, mostly my two big toes, and doing some research. I know it's caused from arthritis, and when I did my x-ray for my right foot, they said I had pretty bad arthritis in my big toe, so kind of just going by that. But my left foot is definitely worse than my right foot. But it's weird because the two middle toes, like I guess the two toes next to my big toe, those start like tingling and aching, so I always know when my big toe is about to have a freaking lightning bolt go through it, because yeah, guys, it's serious. Like, it freaking hurts. And so yeah, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I'm down to only one doctor bill, and it's a hospital bill that's like $2,400. So I am not going to the doctor until I get that paid off. Which, I mean, they can't do anything about it anyway, so I'm gonna deal with it until I can't no more. But this is the life of my dad and I both. Like, one thing starts feeling better, meaning my right foot starts feeling better, and then something else always happens. It's the story of our life, and we're to the point where we just kind of laugh about it and say, what's next, and we just power through it, because it's just, with him and I, it's the way it's always been. So yeah, it's bizarre, but it's true. Finally, the gate means I can leave. Open, gate, open. Let me go home. Well, I am home, but let me go get my doggy and then park and then clean up my disaster I have in the back because well, because things are kind of everywhere right now. Well, just some stuff in the back. I gotta figure out that blanket because it's a twin size, but it's so big and it's just overwhelming. It shifts too much, and I think once I get my traction boards out from next to the bed, I'll be able to fix the bed better. And yeah, because right now I can't really tuck them in on that side because, well, things are in the way. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. My deer spot. So, interesting story, guys. So, when I had the apartment, I had it for a year lease, and then that was it. So, February 8th was the day I moved out of the apartment and into my 4Runner. Oh, right up here is where I hit the deer. Yeah, so February 8th. And then the new girl moved in, like, it was about right here somewhere. No, it was up, because it ran into that field. Anyway, so yeah, so she moved in about 2 or 3 weeks after I moved out, and then I put a change of address form in and all that stuff. Well, yesterday, my Fitbit showed up from, oh yeah, it ran in that field right here. Yeah, right here. Because I was by this bridge. So anyway, I ordered a Fitbit off Walmart.com. Okay, I changed the address for it to go to my P.O. box because the last time I had ordered it went to that apartment. So I changed it. Well, apparently it didn't set the address. It didn't save it. So I tried to cancel the order. Walmart wouldn't cancel it. So, like, the next day or 2 days later or something, I get an email saying that my Fitbit shipped. So I'm like, crap, it's going to the apartment. And I'm like, okay, well, this might not be that big a deal. And so Tuesday came along, and I did my 3 hours at work, and then I went to the rental company, and I was like, hey, this is what's going on, and I'll show you my email for proof. You know, I said, can you get a hold of the lady that lives there so I can swing by and pick up my Fitbit? They're like, oh yeah, no problem. So I stay in that area pretty much all day, and then finally see the FedEx truck go by. So I went by the house, and there was my Walmart order, right? And so at that exact time when I was backing out of the driveway, the lady that rents the apartment comes in. She gets home, and she's like, oh, hey, hold on, I have some mail for you. I figured she had like 5 or 6 pieces of my mail, you know, that straggled through the change of address, whatever. She brings out this big old freaking stack of mail. And she goes, oh, I've been holding it for you. I was like, okay, thanks. And that was that. And then I'm thinking most people would like take it to the post office or say, hey, they don't live here anymore. You guys, it was 66 pieces of mail that she's had since way back from like March. Okay, and I know this date because one of them was the deposit from my apartment that I got back. And I'm like, shit, this was a check from exactly on my birthday, March 7th. And I was like, the bank's probably not going to cash that. You know, that was a long time ago. And so I went to the bank and they actually deposited it. It was like $1,426. So I'm like, holy crap, what a freaking awesome day, man. And it was all just one thing after another. You know, it was them not, the address not changing, and then they wouldn't cancel it, and then it was the timing of the FedEx guy, and you know, I mean, if it didn't all time out like that, I wouldn't have got my mail and I wouldn't have got that check. So yeah. And a couple days ago, I was just telling my brother, I was like, man, I need to come in to some money so I can get some bills paid off faster. And just the whole thing was just weird timing. And so anyway, I deposited this check. And yesterday, I paid off, actually this morning, I paid off $963 for my tires. I paid a $453, I think it was, doctor bill, and then I paid another $50 doctor bill. And I mean, it was just, yeah, I'm like, that gave me a nice little bump in getting my bills paid. So that was awesome. So now I just have this one hospital bill, unless I find more in that stack, but I think that's the only one I have. And this one's like $2,400 or $2,600 or something like that. So I'm just gonna put everything I can towards this bill and get this one paid off as fast as I can, and then yeah, and then I'll just have the van and insurance in my phone. Oh gosh, I can't wait for that day. Yeah, because starting in October, I think it's about the middle of October, I think is middle or end, something like that, is when I'll be able to get into that employee housing for the winter, and I won't have to pay Piper's daycare. So I am pretty excited how things are coming around. I was talking to Piper about this whole staying in the studio apartment thingy, you know, during the winter. And I'm like, there's probably gonna be some days when it's not that cold and we still stay in the van. Just because, you know, I miss this lifestyle when I'm not in the van. But there's no way, like, unless I really hurry up and get everything insulated and stuff, it's not ready for that. And I am gladly gonna take this place this winter because I don't have to pay for Piper's daycare, and that will get me caught up on that bill mostly, and I'll be able to put more money towards the van to get it paid off sooner. That's huge for me. I want to do that so bad. Like, I know it'll take a while, but even if I get it paid off, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 months early, like, that's huge. So, pretty excited about, although, like, my first job is gonna super slow down, so I really don't know how many hours I'll be getting this winter. second job will still be steady and okay. So even if I won't get things paid as much as I want, I'll be okay. I'll be able to afford paying the van payment and insurance. So I mean, things are starting to slow down now, but August and September, I'm gonna freaking put every penny I can towards that hospital bill, and then get that done, and then I won't have that for when things are super slow. I gotta be careful though, because I'll want to having that little apartment thing just for the winter. I'll want to decorate for Christmas and stuff, and I just gotta be careful. I don't want to buy a bunch of stuff and not have it, which I'm sure they would let me stay there longer, through spring or whatever, but I don't want to do that. I did have somebody at work, he asked me about the van, and he said he looked at the front just real quick, and he thinks it'll be able to snap back in. So he said he'll look at it better one of these days soon. So I'm gonna have him check that out, and I go in Monday morning for the alignment, and then after that I'm going to my friend's house, and he is putting on my roof rails and roof rack. After that, I'm going back to Les Schwab because I paid that bill off this morning, so I'm gonna put on my account a spare tire that I'll be able to put up in the roof rack, and that way I have a spare tire. So that worked out well. I'm glad I paid that off, because I just happened to think about that today. I was like, whoa, I said I can get my spare tire now that my account is done, and I don't even know how much that will be, but I'm sure it'll just be like 2 payments or whatever, so it won't be bad. It's one of those peace of mind things, because I need to have a spare tire. Boy, I'm kind of rambling a lot in this video. I don't really know what's for dinner tonight. I have a full fridge though, so I need to start making some of that. I told Piper I'd put some elk burger in her food tonight, so I might just end up having a bowl of cereal, which seems to be my thing lately, so I'm okay with that. It's quick and easy. Probably take my battery box in and get that charged up while we're sitting there. Stop moving. I'm tired now. I was tired before. I walked over 10,000 steps with my first job today, and that was before I even got to my second job. So yeah, I'm pretty wiped out by the time I get to job number 2. And then to go up and down all those stairs and everywhere. By the end of both jobs, I'm ready to just sit down and not move. So that is my story for the day, you guys. Threw my hair up a little bit ago because it got way too hot. Where are you going, dude? This trailer just pulled out, but he pulled on the side of the road, and I don't know if he's turning there. I thought maybe he was just coming back in the road, but he must be turning right there. Piper gave me that sad face when I dropped her off this morning. It was sad. But all right, guys, well, I'm about ready to pick her up here in a second, so I'm going to end this one, and I will see you all in the next video. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and help out my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.